Alright, I believe I'm going to be doing the last two leatherworker quests just back to back. Different videos, most likely, because of how long they're likely to take, but we'll see. The level 68 leatherworker quest is called The Trouble with Taxidermy, given to us by Ataloon, to the southeast of the Leatherworkers Guild in this little valley or depression in the land where the Dhalmel sits. But here we go. Cutscene. Ah, number 72. Come to bask in the splendor of our Dhalmel mount, I see. Well, this is no time for gawping. Rather, it is time to resume our work. I look over to the boy. A pity we could not add a bear to our collection, but even alone, the Dhalmel has garnered no small amount of attention. On more than one occasion, I've even seen people stopping to read the signboard I posted. I can't believe so many people are coming to see something I helped to create. The next mount will be even better, says Enion. Marmaduke, who I don't remember who this is, says, outrageous, how dare this happen without my consent? And he walks... Oh. He is a human conjurer, old, like 50s maybe. With him is a somewhat younger looking, I think, Elzen male spear guy. Lancer. So this is why everyone has been crowding around the Leatherworkers Guild of late. What sort of sick, twisted joke is this? Enion is like, what's going on? That's one of the hearers. What does he want with us? I assure you, sir, this is no joke. This mount was fashioned in an attempt to The elementals weep for this poor creature. How they cry out in anger. The Woodwhaler, Lancer. An affront to the Twelveswood if ever there was. To ignore it is to invite the green wrath upon us all. The conjurer walks toward us. You three, are you responsible for this? By order of the Conjurers Guild, I demand you take down this grotesquerie at once. And he walks back to the Lancer, past him, and they just leave. No discussion. Take it down, but all of our hard work. Enion kind of starts to cry a little bit. Ataloon is just standing there, arms crossed, nonplussed. Is a fun word for it. We'll talk to her to continue. She kind of puts her hand to her head and shakes her head. Ugh, the nerve of that man! It took every ounce of my being to hold my tongue. That close-minded fool! How can he not see the benefits of our work? The opportunity we offer Gridanians to learn about animals that live beyond the borders of the Twelveswood, and he dares to call himself a hearer. How he abuses his position that he might do as he pleases. The sight of him is enough to make my skin crawl. I'm trying to calm her down. Excuse me, I got a little carried away there. Though it pains me to concede to such swine, we cannot deny the will of the elementals. I have no doubt one of your talents could quickly resolve the situation, but this requires a more civilized approach. Indeed, we must settle this in a matter as befitting naturalists. The Leatherworkers Guild is certain to have dealt with similar opposition in the past. Number 72, go and speak with Jiva and see what advice she has to offer on the matter. Okay. We go up and around. The Lally-oop, as it is not called. That particular maneuver, at least. Here's Jiva. What's up, Jeeves? The woman of the hour? With everyone stopping by to have a look at that mount outside, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came. What can I do for you? I explained the situation. Did they now? You know, there was a time when leather goods were criticized as being extravagant and wasteful. It took a great deal of effort on the part of the leather workers here, but eventually opinions changed. They had to prove what they made was worth the cost of lives sacrificed in the process. Unless you can do the same with your mounts, you won't be convincing the hearers of anything. Actually, that gives me an idea. I'll need to prepare a few things first, though. In the meantime, I would have you attend to something else. We're going to need a Dhalmel skin jacket, and I can think of none better than you to make it. Besides, it's been too long since I've seen your work. Randall will have everything you need at the front desk. When you've finished, I should have everything ready for the next step in my plan. Okay. Hey, Randy. Good to see you. I trust you've been keeping busy. Goodness knows we have with all these commissions we've received of late. But enough of my ramblings. As Guildmaster Jiva tells it, you have much work to do. Here's the Dhalmel leather as requested. If you should have need of more, pray do not hesitate to ask. He hands it over. We get into our little thing. We got the special recipes. We got a class. We got a dashing Dhalmel skin jacket, which I cannot try on, so don't even ask. Here we go. 686 needed, so we can do only one of these. I think it's probably still better to do muscle memory. Right? Wait, I could do... Wait. No. No? No. No? Wait, hold on. 300 gets me to 6... No. Stupid. Why am I even talking about it? Okay, so we'll go into our innovation rotation. Can I cap with this? Yeah. And then as far as progress goes, 200 gets me to 593. So we need like 293. Neither of these will get me there. Doing a veneration will... I'm gonna try it. It got me there. Cool. Cool. Veneration followed by a careful synth. Here's Jiva to continue. How's that jacket coming along? I hope my faith in you after all this time hasn't been misplaced. Down over the HQ dashing Dhalmel skin jacket. Cutscene. Is she wearing it? You've impressed me, Mercy. I was worried you might have forgotten what you learned here, but it's clear you've done quite the opposite. Well done. I give her like a hand to face, waving it off, abashed, you know. Excuse me, is Mercy here? Miss Ataloon wants to speak with her. She says it's quite urgent, says Enian, joining the cutscene. Right on time. Come here for a moment. I need you to try on this jacket. A jacket? What about Miss Ataloon? And who are you, anyway? Cutscene goes black. Oh, he's looking cool. It's form-fitting. It might not be super comfortable, but he looks cool. There we are. How's the fit? It's actually quite nice. I usually hate leather clothes because they're so stiff when new, but this is quite soft. It's fairly light and warm, too. I was gonna go back and get him cheering, like kind of stretching and enjoying it, but this is fine too. A still shot. I imagine whoever uses this will be grateful to have it. Jiva nods, maybe giggles. Oh, the screen goes black again. He's back in his old clothes. He's explaining something to me. It's time we move on to the next part of my plan, a leatherworkers exhibition with that jacket on display. We're both taken aback a little bit. But there's no time for an exhibition. We're busy enough as is fighting to keep our Dhalmel mount, says Enian. Which is precisely why you'll be putting them on display together. The mere mention of an exhibition will be enough to draw a sizable crowd. This will afford Ataloon an opportunity to teach people about the endangered Dhalmels of Abalathia. I've already reserved me Keto's amphitheater. All we need now are the mounts she would have on display. I don't really do a good voice for her because she's a leather worker and kind of similar to the Minor Guild Guildmaster. Kind of made them more like, hey, if you kind of more Irish, a little bit like that, but not perfect, obviously, because that's a great idea, miss. I'll go and inform her right away. And Enian jogs out of the scene. Miss, he hasn't the slightest idea of who I am, does he? I suppose it can't be helped for now. Be sure to give Ataloon my regards. I give her a nod and the cutscene goes to black. Oops. Yeah, this is a short video, but I will still be making the next one its own video. And then that'll end the all the leatherworker quests. There's none beyond 70 if you were not aware. All the job quests. Well, aside from the jobs that actually start at 70, which I have not played any yet, but I plan to. Once Monk and Samurai get to 70, I will. I think it's Viper. I want to do Pictomancer for sure, but I don't remember which ones I was gonna start. I think it might have been Pictomancer and Reaper, because Reaper. Oh, but that gear isn't We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, here's Ataloon for the turn-in. Oh, number 72. If only you had come sooner. I left only for a moment, but in my absence, Marmaduke and his gaggle of goons made off with our mount. What came of your talks with Jiva? I should hope some good may yet come of all our efforts. I explain what we discussed. Instruction under the guise of a leatherworkers exhibition? Yes, that just might work. Jiva has ever been one with an eye for opportunity. First, we must deal with Marmaduke and his attempts to deny the good people of Gridania an opportunity to enlighten themselves. Before our work was stolen, I took it upon myself to speak with an associate of mine, another hearer of the Conjurers Guild. When I broached the subject of our mount and the elemental's apparent dissatisfaction with using animal skins in such a fashion, he was completely and utterly bewildered. In truth, neither the hearers of the Conjurers Guild nor the Seedseers have expressed any opposition to our work. Marmaduke merely uses the elementals as an excuse to impose his ideals on others. Well, he's not the only one with influence here in Gridania. One way or another, we shall have a mount for our exhibition. 2,227,500 experience points, a kinda sad 952 gil, 250 earth crystals, a Doman steel, all which I've already crafted the HQ version of. Materia. Ooh, that's actually a good question, because if I have a lower materia than I should in any of these spots. I'll get craftsmanship. I have a ton of control. Hit level 71. Off of that, got preparatory touch, which I put together. I think Great Strides is really the only reason I would use preparatory touch. But so preparatory touch is 40 CP. It does 200% efficiency, but also costs double the durability. And it does not go well with manipulation. Like, if you're gonna use preparatory touch, you actually want to be using Waste Not too, because it'll cut it in half. I'm pretty sure that's how. It's been a while since I've used both of those. But you get Groundwork at 72, which is the progress version of preparatory touch. But Groundwork is 300% efficiency for 20 durability. But there was something, I don't remember the usage of Groundwork. Like, I don't remember why. I have used it a lot. Like, a lot, actually, for Culinarian. But I think that was just... I think it was mostly for, like, finished products. Like, when I was crafting gear. Because at some point in time, I would have 20 durability left, or 30 durability left, and instead of using two different progress moves, I would just use one of whatever that I was just talking about. What is it called? Groundwork. I would just use one Groundwork and be done with it. But Ooh, sweet, 5,000 gil. Love that. Fucking love that, dude. I don't know. It's gonna go like this 11 craftsmanship material is gonna go on one of my jobs, one of my crafting jobs as far as the weapons, because all of these are already 7 control, or I think this 11 the CP one, I don't know about that one, but it can't take any craftsmanship. It can take control, so I could swap a control off of one of these. Yeah, let's do that. I don't really care about getting CP through materia. It's like kind of nothing. So the control can go here, and this one can be craftsmanship. Yeah, we'll just do that. Cool. Anywho, Ataloon, Enyan, and myself, thank you for watching, and Guido. We hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna make the level 70 video like right away, but I'll see you soon. Bye bye.